There is so many things you can do with calligraphy or macarons. It can be turned into personalized and delicious party favors and gifts, or customized escort cards to welcome your guests at your events, or even to decorate cakes. If you want to learn how to create these personalized macarons using lustre powder, stick around. Hi! If you're new to the Join Hands channel, thanks for stopping by. I love showing you how to create handmade items that bring joy from your hands to your heart. Today's video on macaron calligraphy is the second one in the series. In the first, we work with a food pen. I have another one coming up on using food paint to create calligraphy on these sweet treats. If you want to keep updated on when the videos come out, do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Just like in the first video, I recommend that when you're first starting out with doing monograms rather than whole names, just for you to get used to having such a small space and working with a domed surface like this macaron shell. I share my process of creating monograms in the previous video, which I will link to in the card here. So let's start with preparing our lustre powder for lettering. I already have some of the silver lustre dust powder inside this Effendorf tube, but I thought I just want to show you the process of how I mix them. So here I have my Roberts chocolate lustre polish, silvery white in silvery white. Please make sure that you look at the instructions, and please make sure that it's something that is edible and not just merely for decoration purposes, or just if it says non-toxic, it's still not necessarily something that's edible. So I got this from let me think, Spotlight. Yeah, I got it from Spotlight. Okay. This color is silvery white. The other things that I have here is, of course, my paintbrush to mix the liquid as well as the lustre dust. This is the liquid of choice. What can you use? You can use rejuvenator spirit, you can use lemon extract, and you can use water. For those of you who are creating products, personalized products for your friends or clients, and they are Muslim, so they need something that's halal, you can't use something with alcohol, or you need it kosher, so to be safe you can use water. I also have this this is really cute. These are measuring spoons, but they are so tiny. Smidgen pinch. I'm gonna use just a smidgen. I also have my Effendorf tube. You don't have to use these, obviously. You can just use a palette. But I just like to use this because it comes with a lid that I can just easily snap to open or snap to close, and it's easy to keep. So this is it. And I stabilize them on this wooden peg. I've also lined my surface with tracing paper because we're going to be working on food and you want something that's hygienic. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to mix the lustre powder. I'll show you what the lustre dust looks like. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take a smidgen of it. Open the cap first. Take a smidgen of it. I don't need too much at one time. So the smidgen is just the right size for me to just drop it into the tube, that I don't spill dust all over. Now close this, in case I knock it over, and put it to the side. Okay, so you can either have rejuvenator spirit. Some people use Everclear, some people use vodka. You can also use water, especially if you have friends and clients who you're making this for, and they require either halal or kosher. So any of the liquids. So I'm just going to put in a drop. Yeah, that's all a drop is. And then dip your brush and check whether the consistency is something that you are happy to work with. So if you've worked with watercolor before, or you've worked with a food paint, you want something that's roughly the same kind of consistency. So if you find that it's too dilute, don't worry, you can just leave it out. Just leave the lid uncapped so that the water or whichever liquid you're using is going to evaporate. Or if you feel that it is too thick, you can always add more of your liquid. Yeah. So once you're happy with the consistency, we'll be ready to write on our macarons. So you might want to line it with some paper liner so that you're holding on to the paper liner instead of the actual macaron. Okay, I'm going to put this aside in case I spill it, which I always do. Again, if you feel that this is too high, just hold it at an angle that you are comfortable with. If you feel that your hand needs to be high, you can always put a rock, like so. If you feel that this helps you to stabilize your hand writing on it, I actually prefer just holding up this macaron at a 45-degree angle and just pivoting with my pinky. Okay, and we're going to do the same initial which we did for the gold ink. I'm going to start with the G, thin upstroke. I'm going to get more Lustre paint. You can always go over the strokes if you find that the brush is not helping to have everything in one sweep. So this is the G, and then the bottom part of the G. Get more Lustre paint. I'm just using the tip of the brush. So this looks more like model line. So I also want to show you how to do faux calligraphy. So for faux calligraphy, it's the same. Upstrokes are going to be thin and downstrokes are going to be thick. So where the downstrokes are, you can just draw another parallel line next to it, like this G. Okay, leave the upstroke alone. This is another downstroke. So it can be thicker. This S is another downstroke. Draw a parallel beside it, like so, and then fill in the gap. So if you want to make the other lines more opaque, you might want to go over them again. this video, we worked with macarons. But if you're eager to learn more about how to do calligraphy on other materials, I have a free 3-class bundle for you. Especially as we are now in the peak wedding and event season, I want to support you with the September freebies. The first class is on creating calligraphy on shells, perfect for beach-themed events. The second class is on creating calligraphy on crystals, which are super classy. The last is lettering on pebbles, which is going to tie in so well with nature themes. These classes can usually only be accessed with Skillshare membership, but you can get free access links if you sign up for the waitlist using the link in the description box below. The classes will drop into your inbox on the 29th of September 2022. Do you have a sweet tooth? Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite macaron flavor. The next video in this macaron series is on using food paint. So, if you want to keep updated on when that comes out, do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Happy creating!